Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I make art videos, and I'm excited for today's video, which is a video about my watercolor collection. I started my channel about 3 years ago, and this is everything I've acquired over those 3 years. I enjoy seeing these videos because I like seeing what other artists have in their collection, and it might give me an idea of something I may want to try. So if you guys are interested in any of the watercolors that I mentioned, I will leave a link in the description below for you to go and check out. Just a disclaimer on this video, everything was either purchased by me with my own money because I do work a full-time job, or it was a gift to me for a holiday or birthday. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So I don't actually have the first watercolor set I have ever owned because that has long since been used up, but this set is the closest to my first set. This is the Xin Han Professional Watercolor Set. I actually received this set in one of the very first videos on my channel, and it is a set of 30 tubes, and I actually squeezed them into this palette, and this has been my go-to palette for a long time. So here is all the colors, and they're pretty vibrant. This is a student grade set. You can tell that by the colors that say hue and by the price. If you do get a lot of paint in an area, it can seem a little bit chalky, but otherwise this is a great set for beginners because of the affordable price and its beautiful colors. And this has been my go-to for most of my channel, especially when I'm nervous to use my higher priced watercolors, which I'm sure you are all familiar with and feel the same way. Next, I have a couple smaller sets. These are the Prima Marketing watercolor confection sets. The first one I had was this pastel dream set, and they all come in this metal tin, and it has a thumb ring in the back. It opens up with 2 large wells on the right and 4 little wells on the left, and they come in half pans. This tray is actually removable, so you can take this out and put any paints or anything you want in these tins. There's even room to put paints in the middle. These are totally customizable. You can pop them out and replace them or put in your own colors. The tins alone are very handy to have. But this is the Pastel Dream set. And I did actually a little review demo video of this on my channel that I can link above, but I enjoy using these colors. I got the Tropical palette next, and then this was a most recent of the palettes, and this is the Complexion set, which is also like skin tones. So this is the Tropical set here. The colors are very vibrant and they have cute names. This is the pastel set down the middle, and then this is the complexion or skin tone set on the right. And these Prima Marketing sets, there's a lot of debate about them. I believe they're more of a craft to student quality paint. That does not mean that I don't enjoy using them. It just means they aren't able to last if you were to make professional artwork. But I love using these in the sketchbook, and the pastel set is pretty unique. There's not a lot of pastel watercolors because you would have to mix white to get a pastel, which would make them more opaque. I don't know if you can tell, but some of the pastels are a little chalky because of this, but if it's something you're just going to use in your sketchbook, I would not worry about it. Also, when I was swatching out the skin tone set, because I actually haven't used the skin tone set yet besides doing the swatches, when I swatched out this gold, I don't know if you can tell, but it actually came out pretty nice. I know they do I think it might be called Shimmering Lights, but they also do a metallic set, and because of this swatch, I might get that palette and test that out because I was pretty impressed with how that covered for being cheaper quality. These are also very affordable if you wanted to start out with watercolors. Because these are so portable, it makes them very handy to have with you or just pull out and paint when you want to. Next, I have my Jello Mission Gold watercolor set, and this is actually a set of 36 tubes that I have, but it also came with this palette, and I put a little bit into the palette but have not used it from the palette yet. I used it directly from the tubes, and these are probably my closest set that I have to professional watercolors. But here is a close-up of this swatch sheet. These colors are very vibrant. They flow beautifully when I was doing the swatches. There's a good range of color with these, and they also don't feel chalky at all, and just a little bit of the pigment goes a long way with these watercolors. They are a mid-price range. I think this set with the palette was about $60, and it's a good way to ease into getting some artist grade watercolors. Though I do have my eye on some Daniel Smith ones. That might be my next purchase. Next, I have a couple of Fine Tech Coloro metallic watercolor sets. So the gold is the first one I got in this group, and it is probably my most used. Next, I had gotten this rainbow set, and then my most recent of this group is this set here, which I believe is just called a cool set. The downside to buying these separately is that I got a lot of duplicates. This gold is in here, and probably about 3 of these colors are in here as well. So I guess my recommendation would be buy bigger sets if you think you're going to be interested in these colors, so that way you don't get duplicates like I did, or just research the sets that you're interested in. But I love these metallic watercolors. They are my favorite. My only tip with them is that you'd want to either spray or wet the paints to let them soak for a couple minutes to really activate them and get a better coverage. Now, each of these pop out, so they can be replaced and bought individually. So if you ever need more of one color, you can find them individually. It's a little harder, I noticed, to find them individually than in the sets, but it is possible. So it might look a little streaky from this angle, but if you tilt it around, the color is just beautiful on these. I accidentally didn't count the right number of squares, so I had to divide the last one. But these aren't meant for doing entire pieces with them. They're meant for like accents or to be mixed in with other watercolors to give them some shine. But I love these sets if you're ever interested in trying them out. They're decently priced. I think they're about $20 to $25 per set if you're interested in trying them. I recommend it. I love them. So last but not least, I have these Ecoline liquid watercolors, and these were one of my most recent purchases on a vlog that I can link above, and I was excited to find these. So a lot of people call these liquid watercolor inks because they are dye based, yet they reactivate with water just like watercolors do. And these are so vibrant. Let me show you the swatch sheet. Look at this, guys. They are so vibrant. And when I was making these swatches, I don't know if you can tell, but the transition, like, they are so smooth and have such good coverage. I was really impressed with them, and this only took like 1 or 2 drops, and these are 30 milliliters, so this will go a long way. I'm definitely interested in finding more of these Ecoline liquid watercolors. I know there's some in the square jars, but I enjoy having the dropper included because it's really helpful. But I'm excited to do some pieces with these. I haven't tried mixing these colors. That'll probably be my next experimentation with them because they are newer. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with them. I wouldn't exactly recommend these for beginners because you want to have a little experience with watercolor and the water ratio, and they are just very different from using the pans or tubes, so they will take some playing around with, but they are very pretty and I can't wait to use them here on my channel. So these are all the watercolor sets that I currently own. If you have any questions or want to see a more in-depth review of any of these palettes, please let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe for more art videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!